going on, guys? Alex here with 814 EDC, and this is not going to be a knife-based video. I'm not going to be doing a knife review. I'm not going to be doing a knife unboxing. Nothing really EDC related whatsoever. This has been an idea that I've wanted to do for a video for a little bit of time now, and it's regarding other hobbies besides EDC stuff. This came to me probably a couple months ago, and I've been kind of just kicking back the idea, and today I finally was like, let's just talk about make the video. So this can be an open tag for any of you guys out there that are watching this, that have channels. If you want to make a video similar to this, to where you guys talk about what other things are you guys interested in besides knives and everyday carry gear, because I feel like while those are very, very important things to me, that's a very, very important thing, but there's also other things that I'm into that I, devote my time, my money, and my efforts into, maybe not as much as knives and collecting and things like that, but, there's other stuff that you're passionate about. So that is Nora saying hello with her apple. So yeah, we're just going to chit chat, about a few little topics today. About things that I collect, things that I'm into, other hobbies that I have, and I implore you guys to, like I said, make a video out there, kind of an open tag. I don't really plan on, doing anything special with this. I just wanted to chit chat with you guys about other stuff that I, enjoy doing. So obviously, like I said, knives, EDC stuff, very big part of my life, but there are some other things that I'm very, very into as well. Another one of those things is collecting Legos. So I was a huge Lego fan growing up, probably, from the ages of 6 or 7, maybe to like 12. I was a big Lego fan. I had all kinds of sets from all kinds of themes. Unfortunately, I don't have all those, sets still intact today. I went through sort of a dark, what is called the dark age for Lego guys. To where it's a period of time to where you're out of Lego. And then probably 2 or 3, maybe 4 years ago, I rediscovered, that Lego was a thing for people my age and young adults, all the way up to full grown adults. Collecting was a thing, and it was actually through YouTube. M&R Productions is someone that I watch a lot. It's my Lego guy. I go to for him for all kinds of reviews and news and things like that. So that is what got me back into the hobby, and Legos, combining with my love of Star Wars, of Harry Potter, of Marvel, really kind of just cultivated me getting back into collecting. Now, obviously, I live in a 2-bedroom apartment with my wife. This is our guest bedroom, and I'm grateful to have the space that I do, because I have my desk in here, I have my TV, with my PlayStation. It's my little my creative area. Off to the side here, I have 3 shelves with Legos, and then off on the other side here, I have a bookshelf with full of Legos. So I'll show you guys in a second, my sets and things like that. But I don't have a ton of space to put stuff. I've actually kind of, recently grown out of space to where I need to either wait for my wife and I to get a house in the future, or maybe get some other shelves and things like that. But I've really started collecting, 90% of Star Wars Lego sets. I have a few other creator sets. I have a Harry Potter set, and I have a Marvel set as well. But I'm just a really, really big fan of them. They are, sort of a nostalgia thing for me, to, like I said, where I was as a child growing up. And like I said earlier, unfortunately, I don't have, all of those sets that I had growing up, because, nowadays Legos are worth quite a bit of money. And, that age of Star Wars and some other themes that I had were really, really good. And I unfortunately don't have those put together in one piece. I would build them, but then I would deconstruct them and put them with other stuff. So yeah, let me take my phone off and let me show you guys the current sets that I have on both sides. I just want to walk through real quick and just kind of show you guys what I have. So talk to you guys in a second. All right, guys, so here I have my 3 shelves. As you guys can see, it's mainly made up of helmets. These are all from Lego, except for the brick figs. They are some Lego, some not. Up top here, we have kind of my little superhero shelf. We have Spider-Man, we have Venom, we have Batman, and we have the Tumbler. Down here, we have my shelf of bounty hunters and clones. So we have Mando, we have Boba Fett, we have Captain Rex, and we have Commander Cody. And then for the little brick figures, we have Grand Admiral Thrawn, we have Ahsoka Tano, and we have Ezra Bridger. Then down here, we have the Scout Trooper, we have Darth Vader, we have Luke Skywalker in his Red 5 helmet, and then we have Princess Leia in the Bausch helmet. Then we have a mini brick figure of Commander Cody, Mando, and Cal Kestis from the Star Wars Jedi video games. And back here we have a Post Malone fig just kind of chilling. Now I have these set up like I said. So up top I have the superheroes, then I have the bounty hunters and the clones, and then down here we have all original trilogy helmets. That's why I have that set up the way I do. But there is my first little segment of sets. And over here we have the full bookshelf, but up top here I have all ships from Star Wars. So I have Mando's Razor Crest and the N1 Starfighter. Then I have a TIE Striker. I have the Inquisitor's Transport, and then I have the Bad Batch Shuttle. Down here I have one of my favorite sets. This is the Home Alone house. My wife got this for Christmas for me a couple years ago, and it is my most expensive set, my biggest set, and I love it. You can, take it apart and, open it up and things like that. That is a little treehouse set that I got for free for promotion. This is the Hogwarts micro set, or micro scale set. I really am a huge Harry Potter fan, so I decided to get this versus the other micro set because just nice and small, but it encapsulates everything that Hogwarts has to offer. Down here we have the Friends Central Park and the Friends Apartments. I am a huge Friends fan. My wife and I love Friends. It's top 2, top 3 TV show of all time. So we got the whole gang in there, Central Park chit-chatting. And then we have Joey and Chandler's apartment. And then we have Monica and Rachel's apartment. Got a 3D printed Lego cup back there. Pretty cool. Down here we got some more ships. So I have Anakin Skywalker's Y-Wing. We have General Grievous's Starfighter. These two are actually 2 sets from my childhood that I did keep safe. These are like 2008, 2010 sets. Then we have Obi-Wan's Starfighter. And we have a Micro TIE Fighter as well as a Millennium Falcon. And down here we have just a couple tanks and a Mandalorian Starfighter, as well as a couple speeders from the Bad Batch set. Here we have a Heinz Field. Not a Lego set, but my wife, I think, got this for me a couple years ago. Really love that. As we're going to talk about later, I'm a huge sports fan, specifically Steelers, Pirates, Penguins, and Penn State. And then my newest set actually is the Avengers Quinjet, which is really cool. So yeah, that is my sets, my set collection of Legos. Then over here we have BD1, which is also a character from the video games. And we have a little display case of some more rare minifigs that I have in my collection on my desk right here. So I would say, in addition to collecting Legos, another thing that I am probably into the most is sports. Huge baseball, huge basketball, huge football, huge hockey fan, just love sports in general. I don't know what I would do without, sports in my life. They bring me so much, energy and so much happiness watching them. Now it's football season, fantasy football, daily fantasy football, betting, all of that kind of combines into football. Huge Steelers fan, huge Penguins fan, huge Pirates fan, huge Nittany Lions fan for Penn State. Can't express how much sports have always meant to me. I grew up playing sports. Sports will continue to be a part of my life, hopefully in the future with my kids and, things like that. But I just can't say enough great things about sports and how much of a fan I am of, Pittsburgh sports. It's where I live now with my wife. I've been just, encapsulated from, the Pittsburgh sports scene for as long as I can remember. I grew up, loving black and gold, and I will die, being a fan of black and gold. But a segment for that is, as much as I love football, baseball edges out just a little bit because you just can't beat baseball. And one thing that I recently started doing within the last couple of years is this thing right here. This is the Game Day Passport. And whenever you go to games, you get, so like this is a game from earlier this season. You get a stamp at every game, And to me, this is just a way of tracking, keeping track of information. You can fill out information about like the pictures and, keep track of all that. You can write, information down. You can get extra stamps, at stadiums. People come out with their custom stamps. But this is a thing because I want to visit every single major league stadium for baseball. I've done 4 currently, so I have a lot to go, but I've done PNC Park, obviously. I've done Fenway twice, which has been amazing. Love Fenway. I've done Progressive Field in Cleveland, and I just did Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati earlier this year with my wife and her family. So that is another thing that I collect, are these stamps. Now this is a smaller book right here. I take this every time I go to a Pirate game. I made it to 10 of them this year because it's my home stadium. I go there frequently. But they have a nicer, I should have grabbed that one, but they have a nicer leather bound book that you take and get stamped. Your first, like, you get 1 stamp per stadium. So like every new stadium I go to, I take that, get it stamped, and eventually it'll make kind of a nice, conversation piece. I'll leave it on my counter or my table, maybe in like a den or a man cave in the future. So that's something else that I collect, besides Legos, are these stamps. I've really gotten into that recently. They have a smaller book or another book this size for minor league stadiums. I've been to, 3 or 4 of those, but those are more, not as important to me as MLB stadiums. So hopefully next year, I told my wife I want to start getting to at least 1 or 2 a year to start knocking them off the list. So next summer we're probably going to either go to, we got Detroit, we got Philly, we got Washington, we got Baltimore, and we got Toronto. That are all within like a 4.5 hour, 5 hour driving distance. Something we can do in like a weekend trip. But yeah, that is something that's very important to me, and that is another collecting aspect of my life that I feel like not too many people know about. It's kind of I found it through I found it through Facebook, and my wife's aunt and uncle started doing this, and they introduced me to it, and then I kind of got more into it through Facebook, via the Stampeder Passport group. But yeah, so really those are kind of the 3 things really that are super important to me. I love video games. I love to travel with my wife. I've really kind of gotten, the travel bug recently. Reading. I also love to read still. It's just kind of like TV shows. I can't express enough how much I love watching, specific TV shows and movies. But yeah, I feel like I've rambled on enough for you guys' time. I showed you my Legos. I kind of showed you the whole passport thing, express my love to sports. Go Steelers, go everything Pittsburgh. But please leave a comment down below. What are you guys also into? Are there any other things you collect that are more, that are non-traditional? Nothing that's like stamps or coins. Something that's different. Even if you guys do collect, coins or stamps, I would still love to hear it. But I love seeing and hearing new things and new ways of collecting. And hopefully you guys all leave a comment and let me know what you guys are into and also collect as well. But I'm going to wrap this up now. So thank you guys again so much for listening to me rant and rave. This is a pretty personal video. I really enjoy getting to show you guys what else I'm into and some of the other things that I collect and have in my collection and, things like that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. And yeah, as always, really appreciate you guys, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.